Hello everyone, welcome to your own YouTube channel, PRPathways. I hope so. You are doing great in your life. I'm doing amazing. So this video or today's video gonna be very important for people from Canada. So there's a new news coming up that new rules will be implemented, or that gonna be implemented very soon, that temporary resident documents can be cancelled by CBSA officers, then that is like Canadian border security agencies. So this news is very much popular right now, and I'm gonna cover in detail what this news is about and how they're gonna cancel your permits and various permits, like whether you are on a visitor permit, work permit, study permit. They have a full right now. They can cancel your immigration documentation at the border. So very good informational video for those who are really in this situation. They are thinking about coming to Canada, or whether they are inside Canada. So please stay tuned. There are various scenarios I'm going to cover. For those people who are new to this channel, just let you know guys, this channel is about immigration. I cover lots of countries, not even Canada. I cover USA, Australia, New Zealand, lots of countries, other countries from Europe side and other countries. Those are really really interested to go into abroad, settling abroad, and want to explore this world. So that this platform is really helpful for those guys. So please do hit subscribe button. That helps us to motivate to make better videos and better content just for you guys. Stay tuned, watch this video until the end. There are lots of scenarios I'm gonna cover about this news, and I hope I'll cover this video in much detail so that you can understand and get a bit of help. Okay guys, so let's start this without wasting time. So I have written down all the points today I need to cover. So first I'm gonna cover a few points. Let's try to understand what these video or the topics, today's videos or topics about. So first thing is official context. I'm gonna cover about the various reasons according to which your visa can be cancelled. Second important thing, I'm gonna cover the scenarios. As for the scenarios, if you are fit into that scenario, you have to understand that scenario, and if yes, so just try to avoid those things. Third thing, I'm gonna cover the strategies to navigate in this particular case. Fourth important thing is what are the implications for travelers and residents. Last but not the least, I'm gonna cover the border implications on Canada immigration landscape. So these are the more of the blueprint I'm gonna cover in this video. So let's try to cover each and everything in detail, much more detail. Stay tuned. Let's cover the first official context, building or enhancing security and integrity. Let's cover this. So let's cover the first point, that is official context, enhancing security and integrity. So why this is happening, like Canadian Border Services Agency, they're cancelling, or they got the authority to cancel your temporary resident status. So why they are doing this? There are various reasons because they are doing this. You have seen this, like from last few years, lots of people came to Canada, and certain people and some people are out of status and they're still in the Canada. So that is the reason, just to make some integrity. So according to the guidelines, how they're gonna just cancel your status, the first thing is if you're ineligible or inadmissible, providing like false information, criminal history, or if you are having any death or something like that, so they have a right to cancel your temporary resident status or temporary resident visa. Second important thing is like risk of overstay. For example, if somebody wants to overstay, that's not like a good thing in Canada, in any other country as well. So if somebody want to risk of overstay in the Canada, so they have the right, or CBSA have the right to cancel the documentation. The other thing is so for example, there is a document issue. For example, it's stolen, lost, destroyed, or abandoned. In that case as well, your temporary resident status can be cancelled. If there is a change in the status, somebody become PR or somebody become diseased or a citizen, in that case as well, your status can be cancelled. The last thing is, for example, there are some administrative errors, like clerical errors. If this document was issued mistakenly by clerical issues, or something happened to your document mistakenly, in that case as well, your documentations or your TRVs could be cancelled. So keep in this mind that these are the information taken from the official website and official resources. These are not built up by myself. So now I'm gonna cover the understanding the changes of the various scenarios that could be in the case if you are into these situations. So please watch this. So let's talk about the scenarios or different scenarios that could happen to you, to your relatives, anyone who is in Canada right now or who wants to come to Canada. So let's say first scenario is if you are obtaining your visa, and like you have got your visa, you entered your Canada and got convicted. Unfortunately, you got into trouble. So in that case, you can be into trouble because CBSA officer can cancel your status. First scenario. The second scenario is, for example, you entered Canada with a study permit, but later discovered your education is not recognized, or your college is closed down, or your permit could be revoked, like certain thing happened to your educational institute. So in that case as well, your permit can be cancelled. Third scenario, for example, your passport or ETA visa got stolen. Your visa, your passport got stolen. In that case as well, you will face the challenge of cancelling your documentations or TRV. Fourth scenario is, for example, if you decided to become permanent resident or citizen, in that case as well, your work permit, study permit, or your TRV could be cancelled. Okay, last but not the least, for example, there are some errors in your documentations. For example, they have mistakenly wrote something else. In that case as well, your TRV, your temporary resident permit, could be cancelled. So these are just case studies taken from the official resources. There could be some more scenarios. I'm just covering the more common scenarios, right? So now I'm gonna give you the strategies to navigate in these situations or in these circumstances. I'll cover one by one what are the strategies you can do to avoid these situations. So there are various strategies or situations you can avoid these challenges if you are into it. So first is stay informed. Try to navigate into the Government of Canada website, IRCC website. Try to understand what are the new regulations coming up, what are the new changes coming up that help us to help you to actually update it according to the rules, so you should not get into these troubling situations, right? Second important thing is maintain your good standing. Like if you are out of status, just try talk to the lawyers, get a legal consultancy that I'm out of status, I am having a trouble. So try to apply for visitor record, study permit, whether it's work permit. Try to maintain your status. Try not to get into out of the status, because that's a problem. You will get 90 days to apply for the new permit, but that's a problem, because sometimes if you are not getting it, you will get a letter from Government of Canada that okay, you have to leave the country, like that. So please try to maintain your status, or try to get a legal advice from an immigration lawyer, from a RCIC licensed lawyer. Okay, these are the two things. The third thing is, for example, there is a plan for contingency. For example, you have to make sure that your documents are secure. It should not be lost or stolen. If it's lost or stolen by someone, that can endanger your identity, that can misuse those particular documents. So just make sure that. Fourth thing is avoid overstay. That's more important. Like if you are staying after your visa is expired, so then you will be in trouble, because now they have the right to cancel your documentations. But if you get into that situation, I recommend go to the RCIC consultant, get a legal advice, and then you'll be able to navigate or get out of this particular situation. Okay, one more important thing is understand your rights. What are your rights? For example, if your visa get refused, you should know that why the visa has been revoked or refused. So you should get a legal advice from the consultant. Okay, why this happened to me? I have everything right, and if you think that you have done everything right at your end, you can get a legal advice. Okay, so always last but not the least, always compliance to your visa conditions. For example, if you are on the study permit, try to avoid working overtime. That's not recommended. Always stick to your regulations as per the visa documentation. For example, there are certain occupations you cannot work, so just try to follow the rules. So this country is made by law. If you are following the law, you are in the good terms, you can survive, you can be successful in this country. If you are not following the rules, you will not be successful in your life in this country as well. So try to understand this. Okay, what are the implications for travelers and residents? We will cover this now. So what are the implications for travelers and residents? So why they are doing this? First thing is they are enhancing border security. So only those people who are authenticated, mature enough to do the right decisions on the right platform, following the rules, they're gonna stay in this country. Second important thing is that maintain the program integrity. Third important thing is they protect the public safety. For example, if the person who is not following the rules, who's not following the directions as per the country norms, so that people can be identified earlier stage, and that can put into their situations where they have to go, right? So last but not the least, the last point is I'm gonna cover about the broader impact on the Canadian immigration landscape. What gonna happen, right? I'm gonna cover that. So talking about the broader impact on the Canadian landscape and immigration, the first thing is security at forefront, as it said it before. So if everything is sorted out beforehand, you will not be facing any trouble that's right now faced by like Canadian agencies, because I have seen some news in the news that certain people are out of status and they are still not trackable. So that could be a helpful move for Canadian immigration agencies. Security at the forefront. Second one thing is economic and social benefits. So those people who are not like following the Canadian rules and regulations, that can be tracked easily, and that can be like thrown out from this country easily at the forefront, at the immigration itself, like at the entry point, you can say. Potential for legal challenges. So some people say that okay, these kind of situation make us things more complicated, but it's not like that. If you have right documentations, right to stay in this country, if you are following rules and regulations, if you are in the good terms, this country is a golden opportunity for people who really want to come to this country. So it's not like that. So these are the broader impacts on the Canadian immigration landscape. I hope so this video made a bit of sense to you guys. If yes, please do subscribe us and help us motivate other people as well, and help us to spread the positive outcome of this immigration. I know lots of people do not make immigration content. I make immigration content because I came as a student, I faced lots of challenges. So this was the today's video. I hope that helped you a bit. So please stay warm, stay happy, enjoy your long weekend. Monday is a holiday. I'll make another video about new immigration things in the next video. I'll see you guys. Take care. God bless you. Bye bye.